Welcome to the show again, ladies and gentlemen. Scotty Bones, I'm your host. Today we're going to talk about a few new products here, a couple new things I got for the bike. As you can see, I got 3 bike helmets on the ground. You folks may have remembered this from my road helmet review of the Lazer 02 road helmet. Lazer uses the Rolsys system, retention system. As you can see there, it uses cable rolling system similar to like a boa closure system on road shoes or mountain bike shoes, and you use the little cable system, and it pulls tension along the entire inner strap on your head to keep your head centered inside the helmet. Absolutely love the Lazer helmets for road. The difference that I have here is I have this bug meshing here, and then this was my old mountain bike helmet, my old Giro Live Strong helmet. Still good helmet, good quality helmet. As you can tell, it has the little visor, so that's what makes it. I mean, you can pop the visor off and use it as a road helmet as well if you really wanted to, but it has a standard click retention system back here. Just kind of pulls itself in like that. It doesn't have near the adjustability, obviously, as the Lazer. This piece here does get quite warm. It's quite heavy, quite thick, and it only catches right here. It doesn't. If you have kind of a little bit more rounded head or really super flat head, this really doesn't work that well. So it's a good helmet. Don't get me wrong. It offers the protection you need. Just not what I really like. It's not super comfortable for me. It does have some adjustability though, but overall, not my favorite. Like I said, still use it, but not my favorite of helmets. Okay. So, went to the bike shop today, and I was looking at helmets, and I found this Lazer. This Lazer Cyclone. You can look it up on Lazer's website. This is their low end, not expensive, mountain bike helmet. And you can tell Lazer's mountain bike helmet because they have more foam back in the back of the helmet back here than the road bike helmets. The road bike helmet's still got foam in the back, but just not as much. This is meant to cover more of the back of the head right in here, this area. Okay, you still use the same materials that Lazer is known for. A little less venting in the sides here. You don't really have venting in the sides. A little bit more head protection over here in the sides. You still have venting in the back. And then where this is a little, this is a lot cheaper helmet. This is only a $50 helmet. And what they do is they still use, what they did is they mimicked their Rolsys retention system, but instead of having cabling, they have the plastic here, and they just do it in a dial in the back. Okay, so, and then you have some adjustability here. This can move in and it can move out. See, that can move in and out to give you, so that the back portion comes farther down on the head. Not for bigger heads, necessarily make it for bigger heads, because these are size specific. They have small, medium, large. This is a large helmet. It says, let's see where it says, Lazer Cyclone large, 58 to 81 centimeters. Okay, but I got this pulled down because I have a more rounded head in the back. I like a little bit more protection. You notice this is shaped very similar to even your Rolsys helmets. There, see how that's shaped? You got this curved area here for the back of your head, and you get really the same thing here. The only difference is you get this little click ratcheting system, and what it does is it pulls on the entire inner piece here, pull your head in towards the center of the helmet and not towards the front of the helmet, so you won't get hot spots. So even though it isn't a Rolsys system, it's still a very good retention system. Okay, so not 100% what if you're even in mountain bikes, you're at least looking at $100 for the roll assist retention system. The ones they had there were, let's see, $190. I really don't want to spend that kind of money for a mountain bike helmet. I'm not biking that often, but this still is a very good helmet. It's a lot more plain. That's another thing that you're going to get when you buy a less expensive one, is they're going to be a little bit more plain in the materials. By the way, your strapping comes in up here, so you can actually take your strapping out here. You can cut it as you need to if the strapping's too big. So this piece here comes out. Pull this tight, get your strapping in there nice and tight. It's up in there. Now your strapping's all in, it's nice and tight. You really get to custom fit it for your head. So nice features that this helmet has. I really like it for an inexpensive helmet. Something that's the same price as this Giro. Okay, because the Giro is about a $50 helmet as well. I believe this is quite a bit better helmet. I think the retention system is actually considerably better than even the Giro. So what it does is, instead of actually pulling and making this back section smaller, you're actually pulling on these pieces here and pulling them in to the helmet. And they're wrapping up. So it pulls it tight, but it has tons and tons. This cord here has tons and tons of adjustability. So this is more of an retention system you see on like your Cat-like and some of those that have the very ultra thin retention systems. Very nice micro adjust. Very good for what you're paying for it. Really nice visor as well. You can pop the visor off if you want to. The nice thing about the visor is you have 4 points where it contacts into the helmet. You have a point over here under the logo, a point over here, and then 2 points here. Instead of one single point in the middle, you got a point here and a point there. So the visor is on a little bit stiffer than it is on the Giro. The Giro here, you only have 1 point in the middle, and this kind of moves around a little bit. It's not that sturdy. This is a few-year older helmet. As you can see, obviously, some of the stuff here, the foam started to come apart a little bit. Not a big deal. It's all replaceable. All this foam and stuff is replaceable. It's just the retention system, as you can see here, the plastic is all started to warp and everything. Just not that as reliable. Whereas this thing, all the strapping down here, kind of all part of the retention system, and it is a little bit more reliable, as you can see there. Like I said, not super high end. Let's see, replacing a couple of these. Not super high end, but the material that they use for the padding is anti-microbial. So the nice thing is it's not going, as you sweat into it, it's not going to get collecting all kinds of diseases and gunk and yuckiness. So this just has two set of pads, which is nice. You got pad in the front, pad down here, and this is such of a pad that you can get that wick sweating pad. And I'm sure you could probably also find a bug netting for this as well. That is the nice thing Lazer does, is they make bug netting kind of for all their helmets. So once again, that is the Lazer, what do we call it? The Lazer Cyclone. Sorry about that. So if you're interested, go to Lazer's website. They're real easy to find. You can see all their helmets that they have available. doing the O2, which I already did a review on. Like I said, I rode with this today, absolutely loved it. Same buckle system, pretty much. I kind of prefer the roll system, but for a non-roll helmet, this works really good. Really enjoy it. So that's it for me for that, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Make sure, by the way, you guys keep subscribing, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button a bunch of times, and like always, keep riding.